All right, you guys, finally back. It's been a long 6, 7.5 or so months. I don't know how long it's been. It's been a while. But I'm finally, hopefully, back more consistently. We'll see how this goes. As I said in, I think, my last video, I was just very unstable with everything. My living situation was very unstable. It was probably one of the most challenging times that I've had in my life. But as about a month and a half ago, finally was able to solidify a stable living environment. So I should be making videos a lot more consistently. We'll see. Although I am stable, though, I'm not settled in yet. As you know, when you just move into a new place, it takes some time to get everything situated, getting furniture, getting things put into place. I still have things in storage. I got to move over here. I still have, as you can see, I don't know if you can tell, I'm in my garage. So, and my garage still has stuff that I need to put away. The things are just not settled in yet, which is why I'm not going to be consistently consistent, but a lot more consistent than before with making my videos. Yeah, so with that being said, I feel like I have a lot to talk about. I don't know if this video is going to talk about everything. I'm probably going to go through everything over the course of a few videos, but I'm just going to give you some input into, or not input, yeah, some insight into what's been going on in my life without getting too personal and too detailed. So yes, about a month and a half ago, finally, like I said, found a stable place. I'm living with my girlfriend, and I'll call it our little basketball team of kids over here from ages 18 to 4 years old. So from time to time, especially the 4-year-old, if I'm recording a video, when he's around, he might want to pop into the video. I might let him here and there. Who knows? We'll see how things go with that. And you've probably seen him if you've been watching any of my YouTube shorts or in the past, or if you're on my Instagram, see my Instagram, he pops up on there as well every so often. So yeah, with that being said, when it comes to what's going on in my life, things, you know, being a business owner, doing your own fitness business is challenging, right? One of the things that I've been struggling with since I first started doing this in 2019 is, you know, how am I going to what was going to be my focus? What was I going to do? Like when I first started doing KBFIT in 2019, I was actually working at a casino at the time. And so I had that as my main source of income, and KBFIT, my fitness business, was just kind of on the side. I wanted to build it up. I wanted that to be, you know, what I did, but I didn't really know exactly how I was going to implement that. So I joined a couple of groups. Some of them I invested money into, which I kind of regret now. But, you know, one of the main things that they all tell me is that I got to find my niche or my niche or whatever you call it. And that was hard, right? When I first started doing it, I think my first niche that I tried was truck drivers. I was trying to, you know, and the thing was hard for me because I'm not a truck driver, so I can't really relate to them. But I just tried to pick something at random, and I joined a lot of Facebook groups with truck drivers. And then after that, I talked to one of the counselors or guidance people that they had in one of the groups. They instructed me to do something that was more personal to me. And so since I have scoliosis, I was like, okay, let me join some scoliosis groups. So I did that. And from there, I did meet a lot of people that I did want to help. I actually did get a client from one of the groups. And I made a lot of Facebook friends that way. But the challenging thing when it comes to being a fitness coach for people with scoliosis is very, very dynamic and versatile. There's people all over the spectrum, people that are more like me, that are able to work out, that are more functional, that you probably can't tell have scoliosis unless you're examining me, or all the way to people that are like almost hunched over, they're debilitated. Some of them can't even walk, and they're just in excruciating pain. And unfortunately, a lot of them don't have the funds to be able to invest in a coach because they're spending all their money on just trying to survive day by day with the medication and stuff like that, just to live. So one of the issues that I had was in trying to build my business was trying to find my niche, because they always tell you niche or niche, I don't know what to call it, was to find, you know, where I was going to put my focus in. And for me, my problem is I wanted to become a fitness trainer, personal trainer, because I wanted to help people. I don't want to just focus only on one group of people. I want to help everybody. And so when I started off doing my business, I just kind of opened it up to anybody and everybody. And that's pretty much what it's been the entire time. I have not made a niche at all. And maybe that's my problem. Maybe that's why I have been struggling with my business, because I don't have a specific focus. My clients, whether they're in person or online or virtual, have been from the youngest, I think was 16 to, actually no, the youngest was actually 11, to the oldest in the almost 80 years old. And so it's been all over the place, different walks of life, different everything. And it's not been the same. And I've been, since I was working at the casino till now, I transitioned from, working at a casino to then I quit that job during COVID. I worked at Fitness 19. And then, as some of you guys know, I worked at 24 Hour Fitness, which is where I got most of my in-person clients. And then from there, I went to train on my own in person. And like I said, there's a lot's been going on. Unfortunately, the gym that I train at, or have been training at for the last 3.5 years, almost 4 years, is closing down. And so my in-person training is going to, unfortunately, have to come to either a stall or a pause or a halt altogether, because I don't currently have a gym to train at. Now, there's a lot of stuff that goes into that as well, because when you're training on your own and you're finding a gym to train at, you have to pay a monthly fee to a gym you train. Unless you have your own gym, you have to, pay a fee. I won't even get into all the details with that, but I'm going to say shout out to Mike at GFIT. He has been more than generous and gracious to me during all the struggles that I've been going through in my life, because he's been helping me out with the payments during the months that I wasn't able to pay. I'm just going to keep it real. It's just been hard. I said it's been a very hard year. As a matter of fact, last year, I actually had to start Ubering just to help me with everything, to make sure I could still have income. Because, when you start losing clients, if you're not able to make them all up, then, that's money missing. And so what am I supposed to do, right? It kind of worked out. This is going to sound bad, but it was bad and good at the same time. The car I had before, I don't know if any of you guys are watching this, remember my older videos where I used to always do my videos in my car. That was a Veloster, and it was a 3-door car. And back then, I wanted to actually start Ubering back then, but I wasn't able to, because Uber doesn't let you use a car that's less than 4 doors. You have to be a 4-door car, so I wasn't able to do it. So ironically and coincidentally, it all worked out. The exact time I actually absolutely needed extra money, like absolutely needed it, that car died, the engine died, and then my older sister was gracious enough to help me get this Prius that I have now. And I started Ubering since then. So about a year and a month ago, I started Ubering to help me with the money. Since then, like I said, since a year ago up until now, my life has just been, like I said, so hectic and so crazy. So much has been going on, good and bad. It hasn't all been bad. It's been good. Some of it has been good, but it's still been very crazy. Ubering has been taking up more and more of my time. And so when I was in the place where I was very unstable with my living situation, it was like no sleep. I was not getting any sleep, because like most of the time now, I'm just gonna be honest, I Uber all through the night. So, I'm trying to I go to the gym in the morning to train my clients in the day, in the morning time, and then try to sleep here and there. And then at nighttime, I Uber all through the night. And so it's just like, even I still kind of doing that now, except nowadays, within the last couple of weeks, I haven't been doing too much in-person training, because what's going on with the gym and my clients and stuff like that. So it's just been a lot going on. And sorry, this video is all over the place. I didn't really have a script or rehearse what I was going to say. There's like points that I wanted to bring up, and I'm probably going to bring them all up. But in terms of a sort of certain focus for my video, as you can see, it's not there. I'm just trying to give you guys an update of everything that's been going on and what I'm going to plan on doing with my channel and my business. Sorry about that. So since I'm in the garage, I'm going to keep it real. Since I'm in the garage, if I don't move, the lights go off. And so I don't even know how long, every maybe 4 or 5 minutes, the lights will just turn off. So I have to keep moving to make the lights, turn the lights back on. But anyways, I'm just trying to, I'm going to give you guys insight onto what I'm planning on for my business, what I'm planning on for this channel going forward. And like I said, there will probably be more details coming forth as I make more videos. I just wanted to kind of get the ball rolling and get things started with this first video, just so I can let you guys know what's been going on. Now, in terms of my channel, my YouTube channel, which this video is mainly for, I'm going to be a lot less professional, right? When I first made my YouTube channel a couple of years ago, I didn't really, once again, I didn't know what focus I wanted to do. I have videos all over the place, right? I have follow along videos that I used to make like once a week, and then I started doing it every other week, and then I started just doing it once a month, and then I haven't done any follow-alongs in a while. I have other like talking videos like this one where I try to talk about either certain products I might recommend or other content creators I recommend. But everything on my channel, I was trying to keep like professional looking, because I would see other fitness creators and I would be like, oh, that looks cool, that's cool. And I was wondering why my channel wasn't growing and why, I just felt very stagnant in my channel, and just I didn't really feel like I was giving good quality. And that's what it was. Now what I'm going to be, now what I'm planning on doing with my channel, it's going to probably still be all over the place, but I'm going to not put as much emphasis on trying to force myself into anything. I'm not going to try to be professional. I'm not going to try to do anything. I'm just going to let my channel flow, and how it flows is how it's going to flow. If I do a follow along video, I do a follow along video. If I do a challenge, I do a challenge. If I do a talking video, I do a talking video. If I do a live, I do a live. It's just going to kind of happen organically, kind of like a friendship, right? When you make friends at school or at work, things just happen organically, naturally, and then that's what I'm going to kind of do with my channel and see where it leads. Because one thing I do notice, or I was thinking about during this hiatus, is that I personally feel like, and you guys could agree, disagree, is that one of the reasons why my channel wasn't growing was because, or why I felt, it was because it was myself. I blame myself for my lack of confidence in myself. Why I was always promoting other things and other people was because I didn't find the value in myself yet. As a person, yes. As a person, you guys probably, those of you who have been watching me for a while, saw the transition between me not loving myself to finally a couple years ago finding the value within myself. But that was within myself, not within what I can produce for other people. And so I was just trying to make videos. I was trying to grow, but I was trying to force things without it just happening. And I don't want to I just want to make it more natural. So that's what I'm going to say with that. So you guys will see different aspects. Sometimes it might be a lot less edited. We'll see what happens, but I'm not going to force anything. Now, I will say is that during this hiatus as well, though, I actually had a big jump in growth. My YouTube channel went from about 1,400 subscribers to over 5,000 subscribers, all because of one random video, a short that I made. It was a random short where I did some challenge that I saw, and I guess it was funny. I don't know. It was funny because I didn't find it that funny or even that interesting. I just quickly did the challenge, uploaded it like I do the rest of my videos. And the next thing you know, within a weekend, it got over 2 million views. I think it's almost at 3 million, or maybe it's at 3 million now. I'm not sure. I think the last time I saw it, it was at like 2.8 or 2.9 million views, which for me is a lot, because I usually only get about a couple hundred to 1,000 views on my shorts, and then my regular videos even way less than that. So I was like, what is this? Like, it was very confusing. I still have to this day have no idea why that video blew up or went viral, but it did, and that helped my channel grow within a couple of days. And so I want to kind of take advantage of that, and now if I'm getting more eyes on my videos, try to produce more videos and do more with my channel, but like I said, not forcing anything. And I want my channel to grow, like I said, more organically. I don't want my channel to grow because I just have some random viral video that people just wanted to watch. I want my video to actually be of something that people want to watch on a consistent basis. So we'll see how that goes. There it goes again. That's with my channel. Now with my business, I have a lot of thoughts with my business, and I probably have too many ideas, and that's probably one of the other issues I've been having when it comes to my business, is because I'll have this idea, have that idea. I'm just all over the place. One thing that I want to do is and I've been wanting to do, I wanted to do virtual classes at least once or twice a week. The hard thing with the virtual classes is where to do them in terms of do I use Zoom? Do I use a program that I use to train my clients? How do I promote that? And then when I tried that the last time, it's trying to get everyone on the same schedule. When I asked certain people that were interested, when they wanted to do the class, everyone has different schedules and they live in different time zones. And so trying to get everybody together on this at the same time just didn't work. And I ended up just training one person who ended up being my best friend. Shout out to you, YouTube Punk. And so, that's the challenge, but that's one thing I really want to do. I want to do virtual classes. I still want to do in-person training, at least 1 or 2 clients. I want to do my virtual. I do like doing virtual training as well, which is the same as in-person. It's just virtual, like through here. And that's kind of what I do with my business. But then I also want to do online coaching. which means I could help a lot more people without having to, individually train them one-on-one, but it's still going to be customized. It's going to be towards them. And there is a program that I am working on that I'm going to start promoting very soon. I just got to get my flyers ready for it. And then I am going to need 3 volunteers that are going to help me with that. So I'll start talking about that more down the line as it develops more. But yeah, so when it comes to my business, that's been more of a challenge in terms of how I want to go about doing that. Now, in terms of in-person training, which is, which was where my bread and butter was for most of these years. Like I said, I was training at GFIT, and now that I won't be able to train there anymore, I don't have a gym to train at. And so I do have 1 or 2 clients that are wanting to still train with me, but I don't have a place to train them. One of the things I do want to invest in is an at-home gym. But right now, our garage, has our 2 cars in there, plus all this stuff in here, and it's going to be an investment. At the time, I don't have money for that right now. I'm still trying to catch up on bills and trying to catch up on things and get more settled in with everything financially. But with that being said, if you guys, like I said, if you guys want to help support me in my family, in my business, and try to help me grow, please, I'm going to say, like, subscribe, do all the things that you guys you're supposed to be doing. In the description of this video and in a lot of my other videos, I have places where you could, if you want to and if you're able to, financially support me, that would be fantastic. Anything helps, even $1, help with groceries, with gas, whatever it may be. I will talk about another video, kind of the things that I do want to invest in when it comes to making my at-home gym. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I guess I'll end this for now, because this video is kind of long, or at least for me, it's long. And I'll talk about other things in more detail later about, my ideas and how I want to transform this garage into my at-home gym. But for now, I will end this here. So once again, as usual, and in the past, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for everybody who was supporting me and watching my videos and commenting and checking on me throughout this entire time. I really appreciate you guys so much. I love you guys so much. And just thank you guys all for everything. I really appreciate it. And so until the next time, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.